Hey, hi, hello there. I hope you're all having a good night so far. You are listening to Second Watch Radio, hosted by your very own local insomniac, your girl Gail. Now, I think the best way to start the night off would be to address the diaper-wearing, archery gear-toting elephant in the room. Tomorrow is Valentine's Day. More specifically, it will be Valentine's Day in approximately 4 hours. Go ahead. Cheer, groan, shrug your shoulders indifferently depending on your relationship status. Just get it out of your system. Because tonight, you have tuned into the first ever, very special Second Watch Radio Valentine's edition. Allow me to set the mood. Hit it, Charlie. There's no one else here. Charlie's just what I named this royalty-free jazz track. Anywho, seeing as how this is a special holiday going back hundreds of years, I figured I would open us up with a brief summary of the more widely accepted best guess as to how it came about. I say best guess because we all know that, in most cases, history is a mystery. And I'm talking 1985 Clue. No one is who they say they are, the details are confusing, and the ending you're told depends on where you saw the movie. But the story agreed on by most people is that it was named after Saint Valentine. The name Valentine or Valentinus comes from the Latin Valentia, meaning valiant, strong, powerful. So as you can imagine, it was a pretty popular name, sometimes given to people after they were made a saint. Who was he and what did he do to get a holiday named after him? Well, that's where the details can get a little murky. The story goes that Saint Valentine was a priest during the rule of Claudius the Cruel of Rome. Emperor Claudius had been engaging in some rather unpopular military campaigns with a very high employee turnover rate, shall we say? Unsurprisingly, he started having trouble finding soldiers, as most of them kind of wanted to live and get married and have family. Nerd stuff. So he, in his infinite wisdom, says, well, hey, if domestic life is such a distraction, then let's just remove it from the equation, and bans all marriages and engagements in the entirety of Rome. To which St. Valentine says, well, hey, that's dumb, and you're dumb, and continues to officiate ceremonies in secret. Long story short, he was found out, beheaded, and many, many years later made a saint. Though only to have there be enough confusion surrounding the facts of his life that, though still considered a saint, he is no longer venerated by the Catholic Church. So he's still on the team, just benched. In any case, he is now known today as the reason we have this holiday, as the patron saint of lovers, and traveling, and fainting, and epilepsy, the plague, and beekeeping. I guess we could add multitasking to his list. Anyway, thus concludes tonight's history lesson. Moving on to announcements. As always, we will be having the Cupid's Quiver event at the range, hosted by the Valley High Archery team. Swing by and participate for your chance to win the solid chocolate bow and arrow, along with the honor of having your picture in the range's trophy case until next year's event. Let's see. Spring Swing is having their formal tomorrow night. If you like swing dancing and food, check it out. Enough said. Yes. The drive-in theater. The results of the poll are in. You, the people, have voted on the 3 movies that will be playing, and I have to say, you all made some very classy choices. Almost all of you. That's right. You know who you are. I have friends in the community events office. Did you really think spam voting Twilight Eclipse was going to work again? Did you really think that you would get away with it for a 4th year in a row? Well, congratulations. Your antics have pushed The Mummy 1999, one of the best romance stories of all time, from its proper place on the side of Farmer Vance's barn for the past 3 February 14ths, leaving us sitting in the cold for 2.5 hours, feeling as emotionless as those actors look, waiting for the warm and fuzzy rescue of the next feature. Because you're devious. You're despicable. You spam just enough votes to get it to the 2nd spot so that we have to watch it. What other choice do we have? What other choice do you give us? Leave after the 1st movie and come back for the 3rd? The 2nd movie is when Dolly sets up her churro stand. You know this, you terrorist. You know who you are. And ere I spin off this mortal coil, I will too. I will find you. And we will talk. But anyway, the order of operations tomorrow night will be The Notebook at 6 p.m., Twilight Eclipse at 8, and Casablanca at 10 p.m. BYO blanket, obviously. Well, it's almost time for our first break, but before that, I just wanted to make a really quick comment. I know for a lot of people, tomorrow isn't quite as fun. It's a day devoted almost entirely to couples. So if you're in a point in your life where you've lost someone, they're absent, or you've just never actually had someone like that, you're not alone. And this day can be about more than just romance. There isn't only one kind of love, and the romantic kind, yeah, okay, it's great and all, but it isn't even the best one out there. John 15:13 says, "Greater love has no one than this, that someone lay down his life for his friends." It's the selfless kind that we've been shown, and we're supposed to pass it on. For those who do have someone, enjoy it. Every day is a gift. But if you happen to see someone who looks like they might not be having the least suckiest of days, give them a flower. Mommy Arena sells them in the park for like $2. $2 to let someone know that they're not alone. Let's remember that we're a community and we're supposed to take care of each other. All right, this is me getting off my soapbox. We're going to take a break, and after that, we will be working on the Daily Springs Daily Puzzle. Today's theme was chocolate. Shocker. Time to find out if you know your Godiva from your Jean Goudet. See you all in a minute.